here in Istanbul. We are off and underway then. Iceland versus Ukraine. The opening tip controlled by the Ukrainians. Man-to-man defense from Iceland. It's an all-important game gets underway here for Iceland. It is a good start on the defensive end as they draw the turnover. First possession. So sideline possession for Iceland. With the ball. This is the guy who's got to get going for them. The number 10 for Iceland. Steinarsson puts it on the floor, gets all the way. Steinarsson gets them underway here. Iceland come with that energy, pick it up. This is why they rotated heavily yesterday. A little bit of pressure up the floor. And already it is working for the Icelandic team. They've forced 2 turnovers against Ukraine. And we saw yesterday how those change-up defenses unsettled the rhythm for the Ukrainians. Bulgaria used a 2-3 zone, switching in man-to-man a lot, and it really just killed the tempo. And Ukraine were able to just run through their sets, have a comfort level. It really did help them as Fredriksson gets a clean look. Now, 1 of 10 yesterday, couldn't make the opening shot here. Iceland swiftly the other way. Deep position, and there is their first score. So Alexander Kolivar gets the score. Kolivar, the lead man yesterday. As Iceland give it back cheaply. Here comes Ukraine. This is where they're good, when they can just get that rhythm. The ball moving quickly from side to side, take open shots, and crash the glass with the players they have. Iceland, though, escape. Now look to run. And a kick violation. This could be an interesting game. The kind of power of the front line of Ukraine against this more spread team, the smaller lineup of Iceland. A lot of guys able to shoot the ball. A lot of guys able to space set you out and put the ball on the deck. Who will be the victor? This could be a key matchup. If Strasten gets an opening, but Bobov is able to get the rejection. And now the jump up is good. So smooth looking shot for Kravtsov. Steinarsson unable to respond. Iceland want to raise this tempo. They want it to be a fast game. Phillips up to the sideline. Bobrodov gets the switch. Bobrodov trying to back it down. He draws 2 people. Iceland does a great job recovering. And now Iceland pushing. Fredriksson. Oh, nice little pass, but he couldn't take it in cleanly. Now they'll move it. Steinarsson for 3. Another miss from him. So Steinarsson, 1 of 3 start. Iceland just 2 points here. Let's see. Mossar kind of cut, and Bobrodov commits the personal foul. Making the cut, Bobrodov just pivoting into the man. Fredriksson with the ball in his hands then. Fredriksson holding and waiting. Wants the screen to come from Glenison. Loses his man, gets into the lane and gets the first score for him here today. That's important, Fredriksson just didn't get any rhythm early in the game. He was completely strangled by the Türkiye defense. Find some room in the early stages here. He is a big key. Switching defense from Iceland. It will be a 3, which is good from Krutus. First 3 for Ukraine. We saw this in the first quarter, or first half really yesterday. Ukraine against the man-to-man, and they can get that ball moving. They penetrate, they're able to find shooters. They've got great players. They just lost all their rhythm though. Fredriksson draws the foul. Second team foul against Ukraine. Sideline possession. Nice screen for Goodmanson. We haven't seen him a lot. Fredriksson. Find that room, goes off the glass, can't get it. Flora takes the jumper, in and out from him. And that's the presence on the glass for Ukraine, so good putback on that occasion. There's Volinovic. That gets, here's the basket's waved away.
No basket. Basket. Geçersiz.
Listen. Isn't given the continuation. This is the foul is on the floor before the act of shooting. Norwich. Score picks up the personal foul. Steinerson loses it. Wanted the foul, doesn't get it. Ukraine looking to push. Open floor, feet set, threes for them is dangerous. In and out, Bogdov. They'll attack the glass, but Iceland get it. Now they have a chance to run. Here is John Axel Gudmundsson. Clean look. Doesn't go, does it? And yesterday, Iceland, they shoot a lot of threes. They need to make them. It's for Gudmundsson, but a good look in the early going. Sighter for him. Oliver trying to find some room. It's taken away. Fredriksson. Foot race. He wins it all the way for two. Fredriksson gets the two. He moves swiftly to 4 to lead the way for Iceland. Ukraine trying to search for some options. And the score is good. Another shot for Volinovic. Second three for him. A 12-6 game. Great rejection. So first substitutions coming in for Ukraine. So Krutos goes out and Thrusterson goes out as well. Danger man coming in for Iceland. First action we'll see today for Gudmundsson, number 29. Great game yesterday, 5 threes. Now, Bogdov has it, low post, fouled. Mismatch, Steinerson knew. He's being guarded by Bogdov. Oh, he was guarding Bogdov. It's the foul. Sacrifices a personal to get the right matchups now. Trying to find some room. Takes the three. Knocks it down. No. Makes it. Strong start for him. He's got 5 points already, 3 assists. And all the strings. Zotov. It's the personal. Some changes coming in for Ukraine. Shifting through that lineup. Steinerson trying to find some room. Stops, goes again. Tough finish for him. Steinerson does a great job though. Just keeping Iceland within touching distance. Basket's important, not only for the points it gives, but also the ability to set the defense for Iceland. Getting Ukraine into this slower game. Something that they'll want to do as the three doesn't go for Mishula. He is a guy that can knock it down from beyond the three-point line. Let me scream. Now, John Axel Gudmundsson wants another one from Linderson. Gudmundsson trying to turn the corner, gets all the way, slides in for 2. Now the Icelandic bench liked that one, and absolutely right. John Axel Gudmundsson, first points for him. Bogdov gives it back. A lot of pressure on Govliar. Here he is. finding the space for another jump shot, in and out. Iceland get to the rebound. Gunnarsson, first to it. Watch out for Gunnarsson in transition here. Instead, Gudmundsson gets deep, kicks it out, has it once more. Mismatch against Bobrov. Gudmundsson, a couple of hesitations. Linnerson on the jump up, gets it to go. There wasn't a lot of room for Tryggvi Linnerson. He makes it. First points for him. Another turnover. Iceland open floor once again. Foul is committed by Mishula.
Ukrayna oyuncusu oynayan oyuncular 23 numara Arton Buslovi ve 17 numara Andriy Volkalovic.
Two shots because of team fouls. So what a game this was yesterday for this man. Tori Gunnarsson, 20 points in 21 minutes and 6 of 9 for 3. 12 overall from the field. He was the star man for Iceland in that performance. 1 of 2 on the strike. Shula. Jump shot. Doesn't go for freshman in for Ukraine. There's Bestovi. And Iceland get the rebound and bring it the other way. So tight game here. First quarter action. Linnerson nearly ran into some trouble. Did well to kick it out. Now he's got some more space on that low block. This is a great matchup. Linnerson versus Bestovi. And it's the Ukrainian that comes out in top on that occasion. Gets the stop, runs the floor. Here he is now, looking high-low. They want to isolate the mismatch on the low block. Ukraine are going to turn it over. So they're trying to use Volkalovic. Use the mismatch, but his pass couldn't be handled by Artem Bestovi. Gives it up to Fredriksson. Fredriksson stops, throws it high, lovely feed. That's great play. Linnerson on the roll, but it was all about the pass from Fredriksson then. It's a different man today than we saw yesterday. In this first quarter here, we're tied at 15. Oldov using a couple of screens there. He's got a lot of room. Can't drop it though, as Iceland. They're going to give it away. No. Stays with them. Got a good look. To convert. 1:01 left. First quarter action. Turnover. Eventually it finds the target for Iceland. Open shot doesn't go. Good rebound for Gunnarsson. He'll bring it out. And Fredriksson. The screen to be set in the right way. Draws the switch. Fredriksson isolated. 3 on the clock. Too strong. And an easy rebound for Bestovi. Here comes Ukraine. Chance to go for 2 for 1 if they see an opening quickly. Now probably lost the opportunities, and that's just about the best available shot. Go to Kolivar, far side, back to Zotov. Zotov throws it back once more. There's now the strong drive. There'll be 2 shots. Foul on the defense. So good offense for the Ukrainians there. There's the foul, the bump. Scored against Christian Paulsen. Yeah. We'll be at the line. 5 points here, 3 assists, 25 yesterday. Peterson looks on for Iceland. Defensive possession, or sorry, an offensive possession for Iceland, defensive possession for Ukraine still to come in this one. So, and they're going to manage that clock. Make sure that they give no opportunity for Ukraine. These are the situations more and more we see, the defense really putting a lot of pressure on the ball, knowing if you break that press in the early stages, you're not really going to try and shoot too early in the shot clock, because you want to hold and use up time. So Goblar is going to go out. He'll get himself an extra 18 seconds of breather, and Ukraine can put in a defensive lineup here. Don't really bring any pressure though. So Dixon can organise things, because little touch action. Gunnarsson, he draws the switch. 5 seconds now. Gunnarsson putting it on the deck, kicks it. Bjornsson for three. It's good. Well, that's a big shot for Iceland. A big shot for Bjornsson. Right on the buzzer. Great time management for them. There we can see stepping into it, gets it away clearly. Buzzer sounds almost as the ball goes in, and that is, that shot, the difference between the two teams as Iceland get the 1 point lead. After 10 minutes here, it is 18-17. That's the confirmation at quarter time then. Back and forth game, this one. Neither team really able to take a big hold. At one stage, a 9 point lead for Ukraine, but Iceland find themselves leading by 1 at the break here. The only 3 point shot for Iceland, that one right on the buzzer. So action from the first 10 minutes for Iceland. I think, you don't want to think too much about yesterday, but he also played well in that first 10 minutes against Türkiye as they trailed by 3. It's 20-17 at quarter time for Iceland yesterday. For Turkey just unloaded 34-14 second quarter for them to put them up 23 at half time and kind of finish the game. For Ukraine, they're similar sort of story. They started the first quarter really well, and then it was actually the only quarter they won until overtime. So interesting to see, if Iceland have been able to hold on for a Ukrainian team which starts hot, or if there is a long way to go in this one. Second quarter underway. Iceland will have the opening possession. It is John Axel Gudmundsson that controls the first possession. Waiting for the action to occur, and it's Linnason on the dunk. That is exactly what they were trying to get out of the timeout. They got it into their big man. And Iceland open up a 3 point advantage now. Actually their largest lead of the game here, as they're going to get the steal, chance to grow it even more. Bjornsson, his 3 gave them some momentum into the break. Now he has it back. Nearly loses it, fight for the ball, there's a scrap on the floor. Linnason comes away with it. Oh, what footwork for the big man. Linnason just pivots away from the defender, lays it up for 2. Great work, 4 points in a row for him. Zotov. Oh, he didn't get it to go. Linnason touches the net, so it's wiped away. I'm not sure if he touched the ball. So it's a 3 point make for Zotov. Let's have a look. Couldn't quite see it, but definitely interference. There's the lob. Linnason with the slam. Great feed for Gudmundsson. It is Fredriksson coming off the screen. His runner doesn't go. He knew that the defense has switched, and him shooting it forces Bastovic to come challenge him for the shot, and then there's no one there to rebound. The only big presence on the inside is that man there, Glinnerson, rolling to the rim. So he draws the foul. As Klutus is trying to keep him off the glass. Bastovic, a little word with his coach as he heads out. Stepanovsky to his big man. Fredriksson collects it. Into the hands of Steinarsson, who's back into the game. Steinarsson drifts away. And Glinnerson again. Well, he said, you know, Ukraine are a team, you know, that kind of do a lot based on their rebounding capabilities. They lead Europe in World Cup qualification in rebounding. But right now, 11 apiece, and the last couple of possessions have been a big difference because Glinnerson's been able to roll down the middle. You know, the switching or the challenge on the shot has meant he's open to get tips or offensive rebounds. Doesn't usually happen to this Ukrainian team. Iceland a 4-point lead. It is Zotov. 6-3. Doesn't get it. There's the rebounding. Butos steps outside the three-point line. Way short from him. Nicely looking to push. Fredriksson is on this near side. Here he is. That's the danger man. Gives it to Glinnerson. Glinnerson. Now back to Fredriksson. Fredriksson. Get a call like he wanted. And it's Ukraine's chance. Just 3 points for Ukraine here in the first couple of minutes. Double that up though, as the three is good. So Andrei Vojinovic. Moves to 11 points personal. 4 of 5 from the field. He is. Great start to this one. There he is, Andrei Vojinovic. He's going to commit the foul there. Here's Fredriksson using that high screen. Oh, nice feed on the backdoor cut, but miss from Steinarsson. Bobrovov trying to find that room. Can't get it. Another offensive rebound. Bobrovov again. But here, 3 guys in the paint for Ukraine. Eventually they find the room for Kravtsov to finish it off. Gives Ukraine the lead back once again. Just talked about the rebounding, didn't we? So it's been last couple of possessions for them. And a foul here. That's the personal foul, his first. Nice once more. Brings it back to Fredriksson. Fredriksson. Glinnerson. It's a little shaken there. Play continues. Good little drive. The reverse doesn't go, but a foul is going to be called against Bobrovov. So Coulson has just come into the game. In the play.
We are just now Bobrovov. It's second personal foul.
This is the second on Bobrovov.
Christian Parson. 2 serbest atış kullanacak.
Coulson, the line.
Christian Parson.
This makes his first point for him. It's the staff. Peterson, left-hand side of your picture. Looking on. Iceland regain the lead again. exchange of the evening here in Istanbul between these two teams. Spector trying to isolate Bobrov on that low post. Gunnarsson comes over to double. That leaves an open shooter. And that is not the man you want to leave open the way he is stroking the ball. Andrei Volinovic knocks down another one. It's not 14 now for him. 5 of 6 from the field. Bobrov into the low post again. Mismatch. Fredriksson commits the personal foul. Just the second against Iceland.
Second team foul.
Possession for Ukraine. Find that room one way, then the other off the screen. It's going to be wiped away, illegal screen. Yeah. Kratsov just didn't get the chance to kind of set the second screen. Govliar just kind of came too quick. Yeah, you could see. Yeah. Good work from our official. Timeout called here in Istanbul. It's a 2-point game. Iceland will talk it over, trailing by 2. 26 plays 28.
Okay, everybody, you're here. As Trygve's going out, Jonas is going in. Yeah, we'll still run it. Skirmir, you're here. Elvar, you're here. Kristen, you're here. Ayer, you're here. Okay, Jon Axel, take the ball up. We're going to screen here. Elvar is going to go. We're going to pass it up. Screen here. Try and hit Ayer on the run. Okay. If next time in the half court, okay, run horns. It doesn't matter who's in it, but use ghost screens to start it. Okay. Come up and fly off, and then come with the next one. Okay.
Iceland out of this timeout. Decided offense. Try and use some ghost screens. You heard that term being used, so you're unfamiliar. It's like they will screen, but instead they're just faking, trying to disappear like a ghost. None of them needed in that offense though, as they turn it over. Ukraine get possession back, and a foul will be called. So could be up at the line for 2. So it's Pulsen. For his second. Tries to get some clarification from the official. Doesn't like the call. Behind the line. Played his basketball in Estonia last year. I'm impressed with his play yesterday, especially in the first half. Pulled all the strings when Ukraine were in the lead, and he really is the barometer for me for their team. When he's playing well, they're at their best. When he's quiet, it takes away so much of the creativity of this Ukrainian team. It's got to be the focal point, really. So it's one of those go screens as Fredriksson crosses over, has it rejected from behind though. Great recovery. And now Ukraine 5-on-4 advantage. And it was that Volinovic again. This time on the defensive end is Bobrov. Seeing a lot of touches in that far side on the low post. Bobrov's left hand doesn't go. Iceland escape. Push it with Gudmundsson. Steinarsson thought about the screen. There's 3 a couple of times, doesn't take it. Now he gets to the lane, and it is the right decision. approach from Stanison. Rotation from Iceland. Offensive rebound and points for good for Ukraine. So let's have a look. Tip is good. There's the recovery. Look at that as a block. The lane opened up, and Vojinovic somehow dragged himself back into it. Just trying to work out. So Krutos made the layup and was fouled, but it looks like it was after the shot, so it means it's possession for Ukraine rather than the extra free throw, so it could be worth even more points for them. Oliver goes between the legs, dances to the rim, can't finish. Oh, the referee says that's Ukrainian possession. Iceland have a chance to challenge this one. I wonder if they will, because it looked like Oliver was out of bounds and it hit him. Let's have another look. What a move this is, first of all. But watch, as it comes off, did it hit him there? At first look, I thought it did, but no challenge. So the referee obviously had the right call. Fresh 14 for the Ukrainians. They have a 4-point advantage. Iceland been on defense for a while here. Probably are. Waiting for the next screen. Here he goes. Shoots over the top of Linnason. They've got to get the rebound, Iceland. They do. Goodmanson with his distinctive bright shoes. One way than the other. He's been quiet so far. Just 2 shots for him. Linnason is going to be called for the offensive foul there. That rebounding battle so intriguing, isn't it? Linnason this time trying to make his presence felt on the glass. Called for the push. He's got 10 points, 5 rebounds. Linnason really need to push. He had good position. That's just his first. But because of team fouls on both teams, we take the long walk down to this end of the floor. Bovey at the line for his 2 shots. That's the first. And a bit of string on the second as well. 2 for 2. Quiet game for Bovey. First points. Dixon coming off the screen, little hesitation. Gets deep. Can't find anybody though. Great defense from Ukraine. Layup bounces out somehow for Kobliar. Now Linnason takes his time. Can't finish over the frame of Bovey there. Battle of those 2 bigs continues. And here is Bovey. Takes the 3, gives it up. They'll isolate on this near side. This is the hot hand for them through the game today. It's going to continue. So 2 more points for Andrei Vojinovic. 16 points now for him. 6 of 7 from the field. There's Vojinovic, gets deep. Just that little soft touch. It's going to drop anyway. Good work again from the officials. Linnason trying to tap it away, but hits the ring rather than the ball, so it's a goaltend. Schneisen tries to find Linnason. He does. Linnason with the finish. Oh, great work from him. Tough catch and got the finish to go over Bovey. It's a 6-point game here. Again, that low post. Vojinovic backing it down. Iceland come to double team. They just leave a wide open shooter. Too much time and space for Zodov. if you're going to try and double, somebody's got to rotate out to the shooter. Look at the difference in three-point shooting. 6 makes for Ukraine, just the 1 from Iceland. And we said Iceland, a team usually that shoot a lot from the outside. Fredriksson pulls up for 2. Fredriksson now trying to pick up the floor. 4 points for him. Sorry, 6 points, but enough tough night from the field. 3 of 11 he is.
It's third personal foul, which is
I think that's going to be number 3. That's big of Assassin. Fredriksson, it is. I say he liked the pressure up the floor, and I know he had some questions about the call. He didn't think it was a foul, but under 2 minutes left, you've already got 2 fouls. You're a key player for Iceland. We don't need you committing that foul all the way that far from your basket when it's only putting Ukraine on the line as well. Comes Steinson then. Jumper way off. Not sure that's the offense that Iceland want. It's an important 95 seconds here. 8-point advantage for Ukraine. How they would love to stretch this into, double digits, get some real breathing room at the half. And for Iceland, they won't want this lead to, stretch more than this. They'll be having the aspirations of getting closer, get it to 4 or 5 before the half. This last 90 seconds, so important if either team can have a mini run. We've already seen that in the tournament here so far in Istanbul. Here comes the screens. And now Golubar pulls up, takes a 3, and it's good. That's why it's important. A big 3, Golubar. 3 more for him, and it's an 11-point game. Iceland are going to call a timeout. They can see how important this time is. Linusson late in stepping up. If they're going to be switching, you can't let that guy come off and shoot a 3. If that was the coverage, if not, Linusson did a great job in trying to get there. He can't cover everything.
And then we go into pop action. Pop it in, go over the top, set a screen. Get some movement going, okay? If we get another offense after that, we run head up, okay? So listen, I want Trigby here, okay? And Arthur, you're gonna come across the top towards Trigby, okay? And curl it, okay? We're popping it in here, then come up, back screen for Trigby, and then come up and get it, okay?
There is 3 points for Dotov. The 3-point shooting, the separator right now. Iceland, 1 of 7. Ukraine, 8 of 17. It's a big difference in perimeter shooting. And a crucial possession this for Iceland. A crucial period for them to manage time at the end of this first half. Steinson running that same play as Linusson gives it over to Gudmundsson, and his 3 is short. Opportunity for Ukraine now to manage the 2-for-1. Go to the hot hand, why not? Willianovic. And an offensive foul, well, away from the ball, I didn't see anything there. Possession back with Iceland. So, Kovlar, legal screen. Second. That is Iceland. Trying to find something. Iceland comes the screen. Steinarsson gets deep in the lane. Off the lane, can't finish, but just by the fact that he got to the rim, defense has to come with him. And Hlinason is open. An important tip home from him. Timeout called by Ukraine. 26 seconds for them. You see Bastovi going across, trying to challenge the shot, and nobody rotating to take away Hlinason. Chance for Ukraine to hold for the final possession of this first half.
3 na presi. 3, okay? 3 on the press. After looking if they go run and jump press. Last offense, understand? Last offense. Why not? Go. Zot. Go. We play full 3 down.
Here we see last 24 seconds then. Ukraine getting in successfully. They've got to deal with the pressure. Iceland do have the opportunity to come trap and really pressure the ball, knowing that Ukraine aren't really going to shoot in that first 10 seconds. Now they've got to settle and finish off this first half. Ukraine, Kolivar just blows past his man, kicks it, but a pass doesn't find his target. Frustration. Still 3.9, Iceland. Time for them to get a good look. Gudmundsson falls, throws it. Hlinason picks it up, but it's going to be waved away. So the first half ends with a bit of an anticlimax. Jan-Axel Gudmundsson speaking to the referee, but it is Iceland 34, Ukraine 43 at the break here. Half-time in Istanbul, and three-point shooting is the story. Iceland 1 of 9, Ukraine 8 of 17. That's the separator right now. And, something for both teams to be talking about at the half-time break. Ukraine led by Volinovic, 16, Kolivar 12. Linuson's done a great job from Iceland. As they force the ball to go to him, and still Fredriksson and Gudmundsson struggling to get going. Some highlights from quarter number 2 then. We were all tied. Excuse me, a 1-point game in favour of Iceland at the end of the first quarter. They started with an alley-oop, started brightly, but Ukraine just slowly kind of chipped away to open up this 9-point lead as they took that second quarter 26-16. Similar story to yesterday for Iceland, as they couldn't get the scoreboard ticking over, and really Hlinason, the only man that is able to really cause problems for Iceland, for Ukraine. There he is getting the offensive tip for Ukraine. It was that man there, Volinovic, who was the hot hand. 16 points, 6 of 7 from the field. He has, Kolivar has 12 himself, as those two combined for 28 points between the two. And a lot of questions at the half for Iceland, the way they're being guarded. Hlinason is getting that freedom to be able to crash on the boards, but the Ukrainian defense is making it really hard indeed for them to get clean looks from 3. And going the other way, when Iceland do go to the smaller lineups, how are they going to guard the low post without giving up open looks? Either Volinovic or the kickouts for shooters has caused problems for them. It is still a lot to play for. A 9-point game is no problems for Iceland, but they're going to have to play better in that second half.
need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Half-time here in Istanbul. Second game for these two teams in Group C. It is 34-43. Iceland trailing Ukraine at the half. And a back-and-forth game which Ukraine started to take control of in that second quarter. Some of the questions being asked by them. He shot the ball well from the three-point line. He used some good play and some mismatch on the low block with Bobrov and Voljanovic, really causing problems, opening up advantage for them on the perimeter. On the other side, Iceland have to find a way to bring their three-point shooting to Istanbul. 2 games in now, and they've been ice cold from beyond the three-point line outside of Gunnarsson, who made 5 threes yesterday. Let's listen in and see what the timeouts have got to say for either team.
Really quick actions like that. Nice and simple though. You gotta have a little bit of that unorganized chaos. You gotta fucking play wild. It's a wild right now.
Open, no. If obviously after three decide, finish it with Pasha. If they go under, figure it. On the first one, if they go under.
No more attacking here. All right? Once we get into here, hey, we gotta start to move. So there's windows for us to kick the ball out to. Hey, and tag up. Tag up when we put up a shot. There's rebounds to be had in there. Come on, come on.
Players back out onto the floor. It's Ukraine to open up this second half with possession. A chance for them to stretch this lead even more. There's 9 right now. Also briefly 11 at the end of that first half. An Iceland run. Or will it be Ukraine to just continue their strong first half here in the second 20 minutes. Opening shot for Stovey. That was a rhythm jump shot, wasn't it? All the time in the world for him to set the feet and knock it down, and the lead back to 11. And great play design for Ukraine out of the timeout. Dickerson is fouled. I said, you know, at the half, the three-point shooting from Iceland, Ukraine have done a great job. They have given up offensive rebounds. They have given up, you know, points in the paint. But that's because it's a real concerted effort from them to, you know, take away the three-point line from Iceland, and they've done exactly that. Krutos goes out quickly here after picking up his 3rd foul. Zotov is in. Fredriksson comes off the high screen. Steps inside, long 2 for him. Can't get it. Stovey with the rebound. Here comes the Ukraine. Looking to push. Stovey's already made 1. Oh. Surely the scout report has to adjust, because there's 2 just walk-in jumpers for Stovey. Made them both, and the lead now, the largest it's been, near steal for the Ukraine as well. Steinarsson trying to find some room, kicks it. A good look for Throstason, and he knocks it down. And I was going to say, you know, the three-point shooting woes for Iceland prior to that make. If you take out, you know, the great shooting of Gunnarsson yesterday, as Throstason comes up with a loose ball, can he finish it off in transition? He can't. Bobrov gets the block. And now Ukraine have the advantage in transition. Bobrov will try and isolate the mismatch here, but an offensive foul against Stovey. So to go back then to the three-point shooting, Gunnarsson yesterday went 6 of 9. The rest of the team 5 for 31. You include the 1 of 9 shooting in the first half today, and that means that outside of that cameo from Gunnarsson, Iceland shooting 6 of 40 from the three-point line across their 2 games so far. That is 15%. Before that last make for Throstason. That is why it is such an important shot for him, shot for their team as well. They're going to have to continue to make those to have any chance here. Gunnarsson, Gudmundsson gets it back now. Gudmundsson coming off the screen. Finds Linison kicks it. Now Fredriksson back to Linison. His jumper doesn't go. There it is. Ukraine again running through the sets. Nice action from then. Zotov once more. Kostovi's already made 2. Hesitated on that one, and the outcome was different. Zotov blocks the path of Fredriksson.
Second personal foul. Team turn.
So, 10-point game. Fredriksson loses his man. Stover just does a great job of protecting the paint. And the travel is called. Fredriksson loses his footing. And just foot slid away under him. Zotov controlling the ball. Kostovi using that jumper, 3 of 4. Kostovi has a great start to this second half. 6 points now for him. He's defensively as well, closing up the paint, allowing the Ukrainian defenders to stay home on the perimeter. That's why they're picking up these steals. Now he's got the mismatch on the inside, but great work from Steinison to somehow tip it away. Fredriksson feeds Linison. Linison gets the 2 to go. Linison, just trundling down the middle. Good work from Fredriksson to put it on a plate. Challenge in the end, doesn't it? From Oliver. To be though, Linison. 16 points for him. His team trail by 10 though. Goes off the high screen. Once more. And, you know, Iceland have got to make a change. You can't just keep giving Kostovi those jumpers. He looks super comfortable, just shooting it in rhythm. He's now 4 of 5 from that same sort of range. Here in this second half, only 3.5 minutes in. Lead stretches once again, 51-39. Fredriksson kicks it. Goodmanson in and out from him. Still the woes continue. Ukraine in no hurry whatsoever. See if they go back to that same action. Looking for a short roll for Kostovi. He's going to set a second screen here. There he is. And now he's going to put it on the deck. Kostovi all the way, +1. Ukraine got that offense going smoothly now. And Kostovi didn't get a lot of court time in the first half, but he is now the focal point of this offense for Ukraine, rightly so. A couple of jumpers and now 1 dribble plus the foul. That's what it means to the Ukrainian bench and coach Vitaly Stepanovsky. Linison picks up the personal. It's number 2 on him. Battle of the bigs right now. 16 for Linison and 12 for Kostovi. 13 now with the free throw, excuse me. Linison gets it up high. He moves to 18. Trading baskets here. Nice feed, Bobrov. It's an easy 2. Well, Ukraine won't mind, you know, the back and forth play, easy baskets both ends, as they have this 15-point lead. For Iceland, the rhythm is not what they'll be looking for. They can't have such pressure on their offenses. Goodmanson knocks down the foul line runner. You've got to get stops defensively. Too much pressure on you to continue scoring when you're down. And if you're letting the other team score consistently, as a timeout is going to be called here. It's a 13-point lead for Ukraine, 56-43. Iceland are going to talk about the defensive effort. I'm sure about it. A couple of subs coming in for them. you know, they've got their offense moving a little bit better here in this third quarter, but they've lost their defensive intensity.
Þeir þurfa að koma svolítið átt á kantana, Orri og hérna Ægir Siggur megin, Tryggvi bara undir því. Okay. 2-2-1 er meira bara til að hægja á þeim, skiljið þið, og koma svo inn í 2-3 svæðin. Ok, hlusti, ef við förum í maður og þessi gaur er inn á sem Tryggvi búinn að vera að dekka, þá er hann ekki að dekka hann. Þá er þú að dekka hann til að taka þetta burtu og hann fer á 13.
Lúsa það.
Já, 13.
Halfway through this third quarter, it's been an offensive fest, really, in comparison to some of the other quarters we've had. Led by Dempostovi for Ukraine. He's moved swiftly to 13. Well, he's at 11 points for him in this third quarter alone. He's going to go out for a blow here. Ukraine will search another option in this zone defense from Iceland. Well, this is interesting. Ukraine really struggled against the zone of Bulgaria yesterday. Just the rhythm more than anything that took away. It's going to help if they get 5 or 6 shots at the offensive end. None of them successful. And here comes Fredriksson. Sorry, here's Fredriksson. There's a pass from Steinsen. Small lineup for Iceland. A lot of shooters on the floor now for them. Do that if they're going to stay in this zone. Jonsson gives it up, and this is the shooter, Gunnarsson. His 3 though comes up short. Swiftly the other way. Ukraine have it. They'll settle things. And they'll hold away. Zotov using the high screen. It's getting low in the clock. A little bit of a mess as Zotov gets it over. Gratsov, he gets the finish just in time. Gratsov somehow found himself on the baseline, ball in his hands, an open lane to the basket. Now he challenges the shot, and here come Ukraine in transition. Bolivar all the way. Off balance for the finish though. And it is Iceland's chance. Kick out, Steinsen, open look, doesn't get it. Another miss for them, and there's the easy breakout for Zotov. And that's the thing for Iceland, isn't it? They had the chance, nothing more they could do except for make the shot. And instead it's a 5-point swing, the 3 you lost, and the 2 in transition that come from the miss. Here's Fredriksson. Lunarson's got a switch under the rim. Gunnarsson finds Fredriksson, wide open. Finally, they get one to go. Second 3 of this second half. But still, the 3-point shooting is a worry for Iceland. They're within touching distance with 14. But they've got to find a way to start making those shots. 3 of 14 they are as a team. Levar responds a 3 of his own. Well, he's a man who can knock it down. 3 of 5 he is now. 15 points for him. See the scoring in this quarter. Nice little back cut finish from Steinsen. He's going to go back to the man-to-man now, Iceland. So they tried the zone, didn't really seem to work. Too strong from Ukraine. Fredriksson grabs in the rebound. Trying to find some room. Gets into the lane. Finally finds a target, but it's rejected. Gunnarsson now gets his own rebound. Shot clock's to 10. Plenty of time. Steinsen feeds Linnerson. He's deep, 2 feet in the lane, but just another miss. So it is Ukraine with a 15-point lead, 1:37 left. Able to use some time here. That's the pass was off after Kratsov. Johnson is the man whistle for the first foul. As Kratsov collects it. Nice high-low action. Bobrov with a good feed. And a foul. The part. The referee says it was in the act of passing. And the end-line possession for Ukraine rather than shots. Great high-low action from Ukraine. And executed as Axel Goodmanson came across. Commits the personal. This is the backdoor cut the other end. 14 for Ukraine. Three is good. Mashula. First three for Mashula. He is a man. Can knock it down as the cut comes from Gunnarsson. Good timing from him on that. And again, the team's just trading. And you can't give up 23 points. If you're Iceland, is exactly what they've done here. Ukraine holding, waiting. Into Mashula. He goes to Bobrov, low post, 5 seconds for him. Oh, Kratsov had the mismatch, but turns it over now. Olsson pulls up for three. Way short. Goodmanson gets the rebound. Goodmanson attacks the baseline, reverse doesn't go. Two good looks for Iceland, but nothing for it, and Ukraine will cross the halfway line, hold for the final shot of the third quarter here. 16-point lead they have, chance to make it even more. Zotov loses it, regains possession with 5 seconds, loses it again. He's got to go quickly, picks it up. Iceland don't want to foul. And I think it's going to be a foul. Oh, what a call against Iceland. Let's have a look. Zotov loses it a couple of times. And now Fredriksson, he's grabbed his arm there. He's grabbed him again. Why? Yeah, it's clearly a foul. What is he doing? With a second left on the clock. Why would he commit the foul? Because, yeah, okay, it's only sideline possession. I get it. But, you know, Fredriksson now 4 personal fouls. And that's twice he's committed these personals with late clock, you know, end of a quarter situations. He didn't need to. Think back, was it the end of the second quarter or the end of the first where he made the foul, you know, below his own free throw line. And gave up 2 shots and put himself onto 3 fouls, so it must have been the end of the half. And now, you know, Ukraine go for the heave, they get it away, but it's blocked, so no points. But, you know, the 4th foul on Fredriksson is key as we head to the benches at 3/4 time. 50 for Iceland, 66 for Ukraine as they opened up their lead even more. A strong third quarter, 23-16 they took it. And the numbers, you know, Iceland still struggle from beyond the 3-point line. Pretty good at shooting all round from Ukraine. From the third quarter. We're not seeing a lot of this action because that is the way Ukraine started the quarter. That pick and sort of short roll action for Artem Pazdovi. His ability to knock it down on the free throw line. There you see, walks into one wide open. He went 4 or 5 from that sort of range, and that just set the stall out for Ukraine. You know, gave them that breathing room that they so desire. They got the win yesterday over Bulgaria, but it took overtime. It took them having a 25-point lead in the first half that they gave up. Will they do the same here going into the fourth quarter, because they lead by 16. They've looked comfortable throughout, but you know, Iceland, you just feel like we're waiting for them to break open from beyond the three-point line. 3 of 15 they are here today after 11 of 40 shooting yesterday. So slightly, you know, behind, but they've got to find a way to get the scoreboard ticking over. The only problem is when they did do that, at times in the third quarter, it was at the same time as Ukraine were just, you know, ticking through the motions offensively for themselves as well. For Iceland, the aim has got to be, you know, get it to single digits before the 5-minute mark, and you've got plenty of time here. It can't be trading baskets. It's got to be these little mini runs, these little 3 sequences that go in your favor. A couple of stops mixed in with a score, a couple of scores and a stop in there as well to get themselves going. And that's exactly what they want as a good look for Gunnarsson. Doesn't go. Felt a little rushed from Gunnarsson though. He hasn't had too many shots today. That's going to happen when you go 6 of 9 the day before. You see the 4th personal foul against Krutos. Axel Gudmundsson steps to the side, fires a 3, another miss for him. Gudmundsson 2 of 8, he's 0 for 5, oh sorry, 2 of 9, 0 for 5 from the field now. But Iceland get the offensive rebound, and if they can't hit 3s, maybe they can use the and-ones, as Krutos is going to foul out on that. And a strong finish from Jonsson. Oh, clear foul there. Krutos. This is, you know, admits the call. But Jonsson has the strength and the ability to get all the way to the rim. So Krutos goes, he leaves the game. Jonsson can't add the bonus for Iceland. is back in for Ukraine. It's to go the smaller lineup in the backcourt. And Zudov together. Turnover forced by Iceland. They're still there, they're still alive, even though this is a 14-point game, even though, you know, it's being controlled really by Ukraine. Looking back, the last time that Iceland led was in the start of the second quarter. It was 22-24 in their favor. Since that point, it's been all Ukraine as they at one stage opened up an 18-point lead. Another miss though from 3 for Iceland. That time Pulsen, he couldn't get it. Is it an offensive rebound though? There's a foul on Steinarsson. So possession for Ukraine. Steinarsson picking up his second. Alton waits. Force a switch. Now looking to attach. On the free throw line, that's a tough shot. Well, that's what they needed yesterday, just the control play from the guard position. And then he's going to draw an offensive foul as well. Illegal screen from Gunnarsson. So guard play on point for Ukraine right here. There's the foul from Gunnarsson after Kovlar did a great job. Used the clock, used time, gets himself to his spot. He gets an important basket for his team. Opens up this 16-point lead again. Now they're in no hurry. Here comes Bobrov. So set the high screen. Got the switch. Bobrov will dive into the low post. Here he is, Bobrov, with the mismatch. And goes to the line. Just the speed of execution there for Ukraine. Pick and pop, they use the switch. Dive immediately. Bobrov, you can see him being guarded by, you know, the point guard by Bjornsson from Iceland. As we see, Coach Ataman, the head coach of the Bukay team, looking on taking in the other two teams from this group. Of course, they got the victory over Iceland yesterday. Face off against Bulgaria in our nightcap here from Istanbul, but then a day off for these four teams before the final game in the group, and that will be Ukraine versus Türkiye. So it could be the battle for top spot for Coach Ataman and his team. So, so Türkiye will go into favourites, the game against Bulgaria as favourites. So it could well be the two unbeaten teams in Ukraine and Türkiye facing off in a couple of days' time for the final game in Group C. Of course, a long way to go before that one, but if Kolivar is going to continue to get those types of shots, there will be no way back for Iceland here in this game. Axel Gudmundsson, his runner doesn't go. Bjornsson with the offensive rebound. Gunnarsson, he is not going to miss. Oh, sorry, that's Poulsen. Poulsen's not going to miss a look like that. Fredriksson and his 4 fouls on the side, looking on. Can't do anything to help his team from there. Kovliar again, turns the corner once more, and again just lays it up. Well, they just haven't figured out how to pick and roll defense in the game today. They've tried switching, now they're trying to stay home. Nothing working for Iceland. Bjornsson's 3 misses everything. Oh, but it's going to be a foul. So Bobrov commits it. Bjornsson will be at the line for 3. Bobrov called for the foul. Stovey looking on. Done his job almost today. At the line then. 1 of 3. They are going to give him another chance though, and his 3 isn't full. I just keep saying it, doesn't he? Iceland had those opportunities, just haven't been able to take them. There's a rare sighting here in the second half of Andrej Vojinovic. He had 16 points in that first half. It's been pretty anonymous here in the second half, even though he has been out there for stretches. His team just hasn't needed him. Bjornsson nearly turns it over. Poulsen is fouled. Poulsen picks up the loose ball, draws the foul. Bjornsson heads to the bench. Fredriksson back in, playing with the 4 fouls. Here he is. Gives it to Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson just hasn't had a look today. Defense has been great from Ukraine. They recognised the threat from yesterday, taking it away completely. And, again, they just look comfortable now, Ukraine. The lead big enough that they can take their time, play with confidence. Once more, this high pick and roll play that they've not really been able to figure out. Icelanders do get the stop there. Poulsen needs to finish in transition, can't, but, well, I was going to say it's fouled, he's not. Out of bounds. Schuler does a good job. It's a big swipe from the Schuler, isn't it? To get the block. Iceland possession still. safety. Asking the questions. He's not going to let the intensity drop here for Ukraine. Mishula tips it, and it is off the Rasmussen at last. He doesn't like it. So it is not Ukrainian possession. Referees disagree though. So Ukraine with the ball. They try to tick more time off this clock. Here comes Gurvar, holding and waiting. Gives it up to Mishula. Mishula steps back for three. Short. Fredrickson brings it down. Fredrickson. This is in. Fouled. So he will get two. Fredrickson makes number one. He needs this to get to double digits. He does. And Fredrickson hit double digits every game of World Cup qualification for Iceland. Through the 9 games he played, he was always in double digits, including a high of 30 against Italy. Hasn't been able to hit those heights yet here in Istanbul, that's for sure. Shula breaks the pressure, gives it up. Zotov feeds to the inside. This is where Ukraine had so much success in the first half, and they continue to have it. Andrei Voronovich gets it to go. Moves himself to 18 points personal now. 15-point lead for his team. Steinarsson, a lot of room on the inside, finishes. Now it's only 13, 4.5 to go, still a long time, but you just feel like, you know, Ukraine looks so comfortable right now. It's more the way they're playing than the scoreboard. You think this game is done. A tough shot comes, doesn't go, but the mismatch is there. Bobrov on the offensive rebound, Mishula now, and Bobrov being guarded by Bjornsson. No double teams, Steinarsson, sorry. No double team until eventually it comes a bit late. Fight on the rebound, Gudmundsson comes away with it. Gudmundsson loses it, gets it back, finishes it. And a timeout called by Ukraine because, you know, as much as, like I say, this game feels like it's over, just with the way it's being played, it is not. It's an 11-point game. We still have 4 minutes to go. Gudmundsson picks it up, lays it up. Couple of stops out of this timeout for Iceland, and they are very much alive. We need to just play that way. I have some belief.
And this is what I told you. We must be good one-on-one, especially now with a small line. 3 against press. Zot, you go on the ball. Mishula. Call, huh? Povla. Vaina. Bobby, you go. Lucas, or immediately. Vaina, you can receive the ball. And after look at this run and jump. Or if they stay 2-1, good spacing. Vaina, you set the screen for Zot, Sana, and Mishula is here. Focus, half court, also trap, okay? Immediately open the passes. And finish it now. Just simple feast, but why not? You be down and flat screen. Bobby, you attack this big foul. Okay? Let's go. Ukraine!
Vojinovic will surely get a couple of touches here. He's been so successful for them on that low block, either scoring or creating for others. And the question is, do Iceland have something different defensively to go against him? It's the high screen first of all. Iceland don't switch, get back. Do they get the steal? They do. Gudmundsson now. He's got a man ahead, doesn't use it. Gudmundsson puts it on a plate. Thrafterson misses the wide open layup. And Ukraine say, let's slow this down. It could have been a single-digit game. Double team coming from Iceland. Ukraine trying to kill this time, trying to use the clock. Is now at 9. Fredriksson doesn't want to commit a foul. He's searching for someone to switch him out. Notov dancing with it. He's going to get a shot away. They need to box out. Well, it's waved away. So Dotov makes the 3, but it will not count. 24-second violation. 3 minutes to go. Well, all I've talked about is the three-point shooting of Iceland. And now these 3 minutes, what a time it would be for them to finally get, you know, those threes unlocked. Fredriksson trying to find some room off the screen. There's an open one. Thrafterson does it. Excuse me, Poulsen it is. Makes it. And now Ukraine, after giving up the lead yesterday, will the nerves start to come to play here? It's an 8-point game. Still 2:40 left. Iceland don't need to do anything crazy, but they've got to get stops. Foul. That's only foul number 4. So still be out of bounds, I believe, unless the referee says it's in the act of shooting. 4th foul against Poulsen. It's inline possession, 14 in the clock. So Iceland just got to play solid defense here. Can't give up an open look. Well, there's one for Mashula, and that's a big 3. Big 3 for Ukraine. As Alexander Mashula makes the 3 ball. Iceland failed to convert, and now you almost feel the pressure come off for Ukraine as they cross the half. The lead back into double digits. And we'll turn it over. Timeout called, 2 minutes to go, an 11-point game.
Set the flare, and then you're coming off of your own axle and steer mirror. Okay? If they step up, steer mirror, look to slip. Okay? Happens quick. Hey, let's go, come on. Off front.
See what Iceland have got for this final 2 minutes. And the 3-point shooting, can they free themselves to make a couple? We're going back to that same sort of play. Anderson gives it to Fredriksson, who's well guarded. Now he's got to make it on his own. Tipped away now. There was some space, but 7 on the clock. Rafterson looking around. Gudmundsson gets a good look at it. It's a long way out, but comes up short. Ukraine grab it in. And is that enough to see them over the line here in Istanbul? Kolivar's going to take it because the lane was there. He misses. Gives it back to Iceland. Still Although time just coming off the clock as Bruson's drive doesn't go. Ukraine grab it in once more. Olivar says, let's slow this down. He's got to get it over the half. Does so just. And now they hold and use clock. Iceland choosing not to foul. Olivar falls, holds on to the ball. And as it's tied up. Lost the feet as he was driving to the ring. Fredriksson does a good job getting the jump ball. It's going to stay with Ukraine though. 1:01 left. Lutov bringing it in. Bobrov makes himself available well. Now, final 3 seconds of the shot clock. It's a turnover. Iceland will push here and kick it. Fredriksson, extra pass. Rutgerson's not ready for it. So they take away the layup. Choose not to take the layup. And don't get the 3 away. Ukraine doing an excellent job defensively to cover the 3-point line, get the stop. And they will cross the half and dribble it out a bit here. Injury. Means we will stop to check everybody's okay. So Bobrov hobbling, an ankle injury. Bobrov, I didn't see anything in it. He went to his calf, didn't he? So a bit of cramp, that's a good sign, you know. Nothing serious, hopefully, for Bobrov. It's now Ukraine get it in. And they'll take the easy 2. That's off. Says, let me get off the mark, or let me get to double digits. 10 points for him. And Iceland, perhaps their final possession here tonight. And go cross score. Olsen setting the screen. Fredriksson still can't find that room. Fredriksson finally gets in to lay it up for 2. Olivar will take the quick one. There's a few discussions ahead about the final points. But the game is won by Ukraine. A good performance once again from them. They take the victory.